Broadcasting live from the Iltv studios located here at University Drive. Welcome once again to Freedom March. My name is Rodney Monker. I'm a Justice of the Peace here in the Commonwealth of the Bahamas. I'm also a member of the local Catholic Christian community. Bradley Rule is my spiritual advisor. He belongs to the First Century Church. It is the church of the people of the Pentecost.
No, it's the Church of Christ.
It is the Church of Christ. I thank you, my spiritual advisor.
Absolutely.
And I welcome you.
Thank you so much.
Freedom March.
Good to be here.
Well, folks, today is Friday, the 24th of May. This is perhaps the last working day for many, many citizens. And of course, the kind of economy which we have, people are required to work on a Saturday and even on a Sunday. But I like to say, it's a it's a Friday evening, boom! And many people will be going to the various watering hole to enjoy themselves. But in the midst of us talking about enjoying ourselves, last night around 10 p.m., a Negro man driving a cube pulled up at a place on Gray's Terrace. There he was accosted by a man standing in the dark but believed to also be a Negro person who opened fire on him, and the victim attempted to escape. He fled and ended up running toward his home, I am advised. There he collapsed and he perished. And since we are in the practice of counting dead people, murdered victim, I have been advised that he is the 52nd person in the Commonwealth of the Bahamas who has been killed. So that's a very tragic situation. But in the midst of that matter, last night the official opposition, Free National Movement, met as they launched the campaign for leader for Michael Pintard. And as you know, Michael Pintard is currently the leader of the opposition, the leader of the FNL. We'll talk about it. Michael is about to raggy Dr. Hubert Alexander Minnis. This is Freedom March, a wonderful day in the Commonwealth of the Bahamas, notwithstanding some of our many social problems. God save the Commonwealth of the Bahamas. God save our blessed King, King Charles III, and the entire royal family. Welcome back to Freedom March. My name is Rodney Monker, and I shall now go to my spiritual advisor, Bradley Roll, who's ready to gossip the gospel. Bradley.
Thank you so much, Sandra. Good to be here. Today we're going to look at a New Testament, very short passage. We can do this first as we look at the term churches of Christ. I know you asked me about the first century church, and of course we have an identification. We actually call the Church of Christ. There's a few churches of Christ here in the Bahamas, and it's a term used to describe our relationship with and also to Jesus Christ. So in Romans chapter 16, the Apostle Paul is speaking to the church at Rome collectively. He says, greet one another with a holy kiss. And then he says, all, wherever the Church of Christ is, he says, all the churches of Christ sends greetings. So when you hear this term Church of Christ, it is a New Testament term used to describe those who belong to Jesus Christ, the assemblies, those who come together by the authority of Jesus Christ and assemble together. They are known as the churches of Christ. So this term, Church of Christ, is a scriptural term used to describe those who would have been called out of the world into a relationship with Jesus Christ, and now they are part of his body, which is the church. Romans 16:16, greet one another with a holy kiss. All the churches of Christ sends greetings. Thank you so much, Ms. Producer. Back to you, Sandra.
I thank you, my spiritual advisor. Your church teaches to greet one another
with a holy kiss.
How do you do a holy kiss?
Well, you can just, when you come together and you shake hands, you just go cheek to cheek. That's a holy kiss. You know how those boys in the Middle East greet one another?
How do they do it?
Well, they go cheek to cheek. You put your cheek on this cheek and then put the cheek on the other cheek.
It is not putting lips to
No,
cheek.
that ain't holy, man, Sandra.
Really?
That ain't no holy kiss.
So in your church, if we see anyone who takes his lips and kiss a brother or sister on the cheek.
Yeah, well, on the cheek, yeah, that's a holy kiss. If you smooch cheek to cheek, yeah, that's fine.
That's holy.
Yeah.
When will it be
But
unholy?
lip to lip. No, man. Come on now. That's something totally different. That's on another level. That's a husband and wife
Spiritual
situation.
advisor, did your church not teach that to the pure all things are pure?
Yeah, but Sandra, let's say in our culture. All right? In our culture.
It's not the word of God. It's your culture.
Listen, the culture.
It's amazing.
Listen, why you think it used the word holy?
My spiritual advisor.
Greet one another with a holy kiss. So there's some other kisses.
Are you suggesting to me?
You hear that, right?
Yes,
it says greet.
But
excuse me, Mr. Medusa, put the passage back up again, because this man ain't saved. Look here.
Go ahead, read it to me.
It says greet one another with a holy kiss.
Okay.
All right? Which suggests there's some other kinds of kisses. All right?
And I'm asking you, if you were saved and Brother Smith, who you introduced me to at the party, he is saved. Both of you are saved and sanctified. Certainly, you kissing him or he kissing you, should I be suspicious?
With a holy kiss.
With a holy kiss.
Yeah, we got that brother hug, and we go, you know what I mean? Bang, bang. That's a holy kiss. But no lip contact. That's
not even on the cheek.
You can imagine me.
My spiritual advisor, you do not tell me what the world is saying.
Okay, so
tell me
on the
what
cheek.
the scripture says.
Yes, on the cheek is a holy kiss.
All right?
Yes.
Because certainly something is wrong with your teaching.
What do you think? What if you think if you come to the Church of Christ on a Sunday morning, and I kissing the sisters on their mouth? I say, "Good morning, sister. How you doing?" I kiss on them mouth. Now, how that look to you?
I would think that is a holy kiss. Wow. You say,
okay.
Don't stop me. No. Don't stop me. Because the Bible has warned us that in the last days there are going to be many false prophets.
You need to go and study what a holy kiss is.
Well, you are my spiritual advisor. Okay? Anyway, let me leave the spiritual advice alone.
You're allowing the devil to use you,
The
Santa.
devil is not using me.
Yes, man. Because you
are
should know better than that.
My spiritual advisor.
How to look for two elders, two men, to be kissing one another on their lips?
What about a man and a woman? How would that look?
It's not a holy kiss.
What about two women?
It's not a holy kiss.
What if they proclaim that they're saved and sanctified?
Okay, it's not a holy kiss. I'm not going to.
So you're saying to me
it's not
that
a holy kiss.
all the many people over the years that have proclaimed that they're saved and they have been kissing
cheek to cheek,
I should be suspicious of them.
You see some people be
And
kissing one another.
what should I say if I see them kissing
Mouth to mouth?
beyond the cheeks?
Yeah, that's not a holy kiss, man. Come
It's
on,
not
man.
a holy
No.
kiss. Okay, my
It
spiritual
says greet
advisor.
one another with a holy kiss, man, son. I'm trying to figure out how you trying to get around that.
I'm not trying to get it wrong. I'm asking you for education. All right? That's all I'm asking. Because if you are pure and they are pure, if you are saved
to the pure, all
and
things are
they're
pure.
saved, huh?
To the pure, all things are pure.
To the pure, all things are pure.
All right. Okay.
Right?
Okay.
It's amazing.
Okay. Greet one
Anyway,
another with a kiss of love.
wow. Anyway, let's leave
A
it
holy
alone.
kiss.
Since,
The churches of Christ sends greetings.
okay. And do they kiss you when you arrive?
When you come, when you meet with the Happy Power Church of Christ, we greet you in a formal way. We can shake your hand. If you want a hug, we can hug you.
What if I want a kiss?
Well, then we'll kiss you on your cheek.
Okay.
Now, you want a kiss from the brothers or the sisters?
Well, who are the saviors in your church? Ah, boy, it's powerful. Let me leave the spiritual advisor alone in his teaching on the gospel and the meaning of holy kiss.
Greet one another.
Well, coming out of Iltv, you will recall that there has been at least 2 teenagers who have been missing here in the Bahamas, both of whom are male children. Well, the police is reporting that they have found a 13-year-old Negro lad who lives in Iltv. His name, a very interesting name, is Matthew Tyrese Brave. Isn't it powerful? And of course, they spotted him perhaps yesterday or maybe this morning, just outside of the Governor's Harbor Airport in a community that is called, quote, the Landing, end quote. When I heard that that community was called the Landing, I immediately gave it some very significant meaning. But young Matthew, when he spotted the police, he began to run away from them. But the police, being youthful and athletic, they pursued him, they caught him, and they took him into custody. There we have been advised that they took him to the Governor's Harbor Clinic for medical examination. So it is good news to hear that the 13-year-old lad is now in lawful custody, and I'm certain the police will now do an investigation to determine what made him left home. The 16-year-old lad, up to this point, I've not heard if they have found him, but I was very concerned over the fact that we do have a new policy that was driven by the late Progressive Liberal Party Member of Parliament for Bansang and Grandstown and the former National Security Minister, Dr. Bernard J. Nottage. And you would recall that Dr. Bernard J. Nottage introduced a policy which was called Marcos Alert, where if a child is missing, the authorities were to immediately announce it by either sending signals to the various cell phones and whatever other means that they use. And we got a surprise when we learned from Commissioner of Police Clayton Fernanda during one of the times when he spoke to the media that in the case of the 16-year-old Negro lad, he was not viewed as a child, even though the law clearly states what constitutes a child. And I've always been told that a child is from the date of birth to the age of 18. And you are a child, but we have been advised that the Commissioner of Police has announced that that policy has been changed, and by that I have come to understand, I hope I understand it correctly, that any child between the age of infancy and 18 years old, the authorities will alert the public. And I think that is the way it ought to be, because after all, a 16-year-old in law cannot get married without the permission of his parents. A 16-year-old, yeah, he can't get married. And while the law permits him to mate without the permission of his parents, he is only allowed in law, if I understand the law correctly, to mate with a member of the opposite sex. And if I still understand it correctly, I do not think that he has the right in law to have same sex. So we need to examine the law and to make sure that we protect not only those who are very, very young, but those who are between 18 and infancy. But Matthew Tyrese Brave is in lawful custody, and you will recall that over a period of time we've had many young people, many teenagers running away from home for a variety of reasons, and because of the law governing their privacy, their right to privacy, after they have been found and taken home to their parents, we, the public, have no right to know why did they run away. Perhaps it is to prevent voyeurism. Perhaps it is to give them a level of confidentiality, taking into consideration that many young people do have quite a lot of social problems, and it calls for parents and the wider community to provide them with good guidance, comfort, and love. So I thought I would start off by saying that to you, that the 13-year-old is safe, and I want to publicly thank those police officers on the island of Iltv who did a fantastic job in catching him. Yeah, I don't want to use the word capturing him. I would prefer to use a better word. Catching him, taking him to the clinic, and advising his family that he is safe. I think it's powerful. My spiritual advisor was making reference to the 13-year-old Negro lad.
That is missing?
But has been found.
Oh,
he was
okay.
lost, but he has been found in Governor's Harbor near the airport at a place called The Landing.
What's the name of this young man?
I am
Can you
advised that
identify
his
him?
name is Matthew Tyrese Brave. So it's powerful. Obviously, he is a descendant of my people.
Okay, so Matthew.
So, yeah.
Matthew Tyrese.
Matthew Tyrese Brave.
Let me see something.
Yeah.
So they found him.
They found him.
Okay. This young man is 13.
He's 13 years old, yes.
Okay.
And he is safe.
Okay.
When he saw the authorities, he attempted to flee,
Evade them.
but they were able to outrun him.
So what's his issue? Why is he running away from home?
It's not clear, but we do know that at the age of 13, there are many young people who are going through what is called puberty.
Mm-hmm.
And there could be many social distractions, and so it calls on parents to keep a constant eye on them.
Is he in school?
I would suspect that he is a student at age 13. Mm-hmm. There are a lot of young people who fall in love. I have a family member. He fell in love at age 16, and he used to leave Black Village and go down in old headquarters. That's in the back of Carmichael Road. There he met a wonderful Haitian lady, and he would walk there every day.
Okay,
Yeah.
so now is this a case for social services now? Does social services have to get involved at this point?
Well, I'm certain that will happen. He has been taken to the hospital, to the clinic in Governor's Harbor. So once they would have done a medical examination, a medical examination will determine to what extent he may have been in danger.
Or abused?
Or abused. He may have just been hiding out with friends. There are times when you're in school, you meet friends, and the next thing you know, you go home with them.
So at what point do we question the parents now about this?
Well, I'm certain as a part of the police investigation, they would have had to ask the parents a series of questions. And there are many cases where parents are innocent, and there are other distractions in the society, and young people could run astray.
How long has he been missing?
I think it's been a couple of days.
Well, yeah, okay, so definitely the parents needs to be questioned.
Yeah, parents always need to be questioned, and perhaps those who, where he was hanging out. Yeah,
Okay.
so that's it.
Make no mistake about that. Ms. Medusa, we want to do something for Western Air. You have it ready? Western Air. Okay, for a lot of day, read. Let's do this. Western Air Bahamas. Fly in comfort this summer with Western Air. Enjoy direct flights to Fort Lauderdale. Book now at westernairbahamas.com and experience top-notch service. Western Air journey starts here. Western Air. Dreaming of an island escape? Western Air makes it easy. Fly with Western Air to North Eleuthera on our daily non-stop flights. Enjoy the convenience of affordable fares, top-notch service, and reliable schedules. Whether you're planning a family vacation or quick getaway, Western Air has you covered. Book your tickets today at westernairbahamas.com and experience the island adventure. westernairbahamas.com.
This is
All right,
powerful.
back to you, Sandra.
Yeah, so we have paid our first payment. Hold on, folks. This is Freedom March. Bradley Road is my spiritual advisor. When we return, we look at some F&M politics. Oath of Dr. Minnis and Michael Pintard. Who does the old cabinet want? The old cabinet of Minnis. That's going to be very powerful. Minnis appears to be losing. Welcome back to Freedom March. My name is Rodney Monka, and I'm going to ask my spiritual advisor to pay another bill. Bradley?
MoneyGram. Everybody needs money. I always send money internationally, locally through Western Union with Money Max. Download the